Hey, my name's Al, and I'm actually a 3D artist as my day job. So we're going to take a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Stern. Just focus on the animations. This layer, it just seems kind of boring. It just seems like there should be more stuff clearly seen. I would expect more pizza on the ground, just more fun things. There is the throwing star there. So we got Raphael spinning, jumping, tucking. Yeah, I like that. And I like the slash at the end. That was pretty cool. All right, here's a great example of just like what I think this animation just really fails at. And honestly, that is the lighting and the textures, I think ultimately just suck. I love the models. Models, they killed it with the models. Most everything. I really love the Turtles, man. I like the models of the characters. I'm pretty sure they're using Blender for all of this. We have this. There's like no shadows on the ground, anything like that. And then bam, we have this awesome looking render, and this is just a still, so it makes sense, but I wish they would have had more of this high quality render here throughout the whole thing. I would love it 100% if it had this. This has awesome shadows, great lighting, but if we compare this to previously, it just looks kind of stupid in my opinion. Ooh, next up, we have this little walking. They walk into the pizza shop. Let's slow this down and actually see. If you're not into animation, if you don't know this stuff, if you don't live and breathe this, you might just blink and you miss it. You probably never even notice, but me, it's very glaring. Even with the score over the top, I stopped it. I'm like, what is wrong with this? We focus on the feet are slipping in place, which is not how people walk. It kind of feels like they're on a treadmill, that those feet should be moving forward and then stationary as the body kind of moves. So nitpicky, I know, but it's like, that's a very rookie animator mistake. Now, I don't know how much time they had for this, so I'm sure there were definitely some time constraints. Oh my gosh, look how crazy Raphael looks right there. That is ridiculous. That, like Zach Mini said, those deadpan soulless eyes and then just these creepy teeth. Oh my gosh. I actually like Shredder. Shredder looks good. It just seems like everybody's breathing so heavy, and it's good to have some motion, but I think it's just way too much. And it's all the same. It seems like it's just the same breathing animation across the board. Just like a little idle animation. Just these turtles, they're so lifeless. They rarely blink. Let's see if their eyes are moving around. Yeah, they just have this idle animation almost non-stop. Their eyes aren't really looking around. They're not blinking. They're not like interacting with each other. They're like robot zombies. I do like the I Love New York there, little turtle. There's some things on here. I just wish there was a little bit more. Maybe framing could have been a little bit better just so we can see things. Like the TV is way the heck back there. And I know it zooms in on it, but we're just looking at the back of a couch. There's nothing fun about the back of this couch, which in my opinion is a big fail. Okay, that shot was pretty cool. We got Slash here. Oh my gosh. That just looks terrible. Like the smile. It looks absolutely terrible. Honestly, on this, the model kind of sucks. Texturing, I hate. Not a good job texturing at all. If we look at the texture in between the fingers down here, just is low resolution. It's not great. Oh my gosh. And then this stupid crap. Look at this. Look at the animation of the foot soldier. He's not walking. He's like sliding through like on rollerblades. And then boom, immediately just snap to something else. I don't know if they're going for like some of these sequences with like Into the Spider-Verse kind of choppiness, but they did not do it well. This is terribly stupid. Up and down, up and down. This idle animation is ridiculous. Is just a waste. Oh my gosh, this is so terrible. Like the animation is probably the most glaring thing about this. This sucks. Painful to watch. So there's no anticipation here. So one of the 12 principles of animation is anticipation. So if I were to swing a sword, right, I would be way back here, either pulling it back. That's the anticipation. Anticipation is like the pitcher. All the pitcher's wind up is anticipation to throw the ball. But if we look at this, there's zero anticipation. He's just holding it out and just pushing it forward. So there's no excitement. It really should have been something embarrassingly bad. We got these creepy turtles. I do like the models. I think the lighting, the textures kind of suck, and animation is the worst. Okay, the uppercut, not bad. They definitely need to like work on some of these poses of these characters. Like the silhouette is so important Like, this is so muddy. We've got this white slash or whatever. I don't hate it. Silhouette of the character is terrible. It just melds right in. Like, if we don't look at the colors or the textures, if we were to just put black over this, it's unreadable. You can't really tell what in the world's going on. Same kind of thing here. What a terrible pose for Donnie. How would you even just, what, you just poked him in the back with a stick? That slash was actually pretty great. A decent pose. Arms spread out. That was a nice slash. Yay, more idle animation. Back and look at slash. I like the colors on slash. Texturing is terrible. Oh my goodness. Look at the mouth. Look at Donnie's mouth. That expression looks good. That looks so bad. And his teeth aren't even attached. Ooh, that actually looked good. That jump there with Slash, isn't that his name? That was cool. And April, I know they've made mods to fix April. April is atrocious. Let me just boop you off the edge. And I'm not even going to react. Look at this foot soldier. So Leonardo comes over here and the foot soldier's in the same pose. And what, he's just flying through the air backwards and just sits there. I love the van. It looks so good. The lighting here looks great. Also, style-wise, they're like doing a couple different things. There are some shots where they do like this comic book like filter or whatever inside a blender, gives it those hashed lines, and this doesn't have that. So it's kind of confusing to me. That bus looks awesome. What a great model. Good job. And like, this doesn't even have like the comic book outline on the character. Every other scene does. This has the comic outline here, but not on the turtles, so it's kind of glaring. The van itself looks great. See, we've got that comic book outline. In the previous scene we didn't. So there's some, I don't know, stylization choices that were, maybe they just forgot about it. Creepy, creepy turtles. No shadows in this shot. So I think, like, I don't know, from a design perspective, this is a little too much. It's like too busy. We've got the pizza elements up here, whatever in the world these are on the side, weapons, I guess. But we have from the layer, like the tunnel, like the brickwork and stuff. And then we also have the TV. So it just makes everything just way too busy. Yeah, models look good. I like that they have throwing stars over here. A little Godzilla reference. Let's see if there's some anticipation with this jump. Okay, he was already bent down. That's good. He just looks lifeless doing this thing. I also think here in the layer, there's why have a pile of books or boxes or whatever in the world they are when we can't even read what they are. The textures are so low quality, we can't see them, too far away, can't read them. It's just a waste of space. Put something cool there. You could put some weapons there. You could put something you got from the movie, some Easter egg, some little thing from the show that you just put in there. This is okay. It's not great. Honestly, I don't like the silhouette. Like, his foot gets lost entirely. The arm looks pretty darn funky here. This side probably, like the wrist could be extended this direction. So the thigh is more out that direction, just slightly. And that is an easy fix. That's like a 2-minute fix. I like that camera angle. A nice shot from like behind the robots. The van is awesome. Really cool night lighting. This looks sweet. Nice drift. Yeah, I love this. This is cool. Ooh, little subtle touch of a rat being there. Once again, there is no toon outline on the turtles in those shots, which doesn't make sense to me. Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. That's so dumb. Why do that? Them like the little teleport thing, skip frames, just like doof, doof, doof. It's a waste. And then they sit up here and I don't know, man. That's terrible. The following shot's actually really good. With Donnie like working on things. There's actually some expression in his mouth, his eyes a little bit. Good model there of that, I don't know, turtle phone, whatever it is. Oh gosh, I had not seen Casey Jones yet. That's bad. We've got this very low quality texture on some of this stuff. He looks so bad. Oh my gosh, you got the toon outline glitching out there. And it seems to be no toon outline here, toon outline here. These look like two separate like art styles entirely. This looks dope. This is back to that really cool lighting that I like. And this just looks like somebody in Paint, Microsoft Paint, doing a little doodle. Animation on the Mousers look good. It's all the same, but it looks good. Okay, I could be wrong, but when this little box thing breaks, feels like this is just a video footage of actual, like an actual mouse wheel or something that's just spinning. So that looks out of place there. I like the way Shredder looks in general. I think some of the toon outline, you can't see it here because it's black. I think his style isn't exactly like the Turtles, but look at this rope. This is like a photorealistic texture of a rope. If not, just, this might not even be a 3D model. This might just be a photo of a rope. It just doesn't fit, period, with the style that they've chosen for every single other aspect of this animation. It doesn't fit. But if you look at this, there's nothing moving about this. The hair is not moving. The arms aren't moving. Nothing is moving about this character. Even Krang had like his arms moving, things like this. So arms, legs, nothing is moving on this character except the wings, which is like totally separate, it seems like anyways. Seems to be a 3D model, but it's just like just kind of rotating there in space. I don't know. That's stupid. It's like they just gave up trying to animate this thing. There's a model right there. It can be posed. He's in different poses. They just didn't want to do it. That's being lazy. I don't know how, presumably this is far in the game, so maybe they're just like, screw it, nobody's getting here. Could have framed the shot a little better. Here's an example of that. The pose on Leo, this leg could have been out further, just so we can actually read that leg. Arms look good. Probably do something with a bandana. Pose here is not great for Donatello. I love Mikey's pose, that's pretty darn good. And then Raph is just atrocious. So all in all, being a 3D artist, that was pretty hard to watch. There's some really bad stuff in there. I do like the models. Overall, every single model was really well done. I do not like the texturing in general. I don't like the lighting overall. The consistency of the style, a lot of times, was just inconsistent. We had the toon outline on some characters, not on the other. Some of the same character in different shots, it would be on or off. And the animation was mostly garbage. Now, I'm sure this was a small team of animators. Not trying to hate on the animators. I'm sure you had tight deadlines. Not trying to hate on you. I'm hating on the product here. And overall, I think it sucks. Now, does that break a pinball experience or machine? No, because you're hardly looking at it. But if you're going to put it in the game, you really need to put forth some of the effort. A lot of these things could have been easily fixed